Okay, y'all. So we trying this again, but this time I'm not gonna wait for anyone to come in because I don't want it to be like so long of a wait. But so as you can see, the title is why gardening is important to me now. Like it's been important to me, but as of yesterday, it is very important to me. So those of you that's been following me, you know, um, I told y'all I was gonna do an allergy test after getting sick um last August. So y'all already know the back history of that. Everything was good. Couldn't nobody figure out what was going on. So yesterday I had my allergy appointment, and it was very surprising. So I wanted him to test me for like the gluten and stuff like that. To my surprise, this doctor is just like a allergy doctor that deals with like they do the skin test. So I got 70 tests done yesterday. They poked me 70 times because it don't feel just like you can actually feel the poke, like it feels like a needle. Especially in certain parts of your body, of your back. So he I told him food allergies. He wanted to test me for environmental allergies. So I had like 14 different things that I wanted him to check me for, and he did. It was like the dairy and stuff like that. He tested me for those, but he also did the like the environmental. So once they start like sticking me, I immediately fit like realized something was going. I was gonna have an allergic reaction to something. Um, so they did everything. He comes in before he even walks in. He's like, "Wow!" Like I'm laying on my stomach, so I can't see my back. So he's like, "Wow, you are allergic to quite a few things." So after all said and done, one of the biggest things, if you've been following me, was the wheat. My wheat allergy test came back negative, but that's the skin prick. So I am, but I can't have wheat, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I am allergic to grass, weeds, house dust mites, and dog. And I have a dog. So those are the categories he told me is all grass, all weeds, the house dust mites, and all dogs. Um, Told me different things. He wants me to take shots twice a week, but he wanted me to come home and just think about it because he said you do run the risk of him of taking those type of shots of having severe reactions and stuff like that. There are some changes I have to make at home to help with it because he don't want me to become even more because he said I'm tremendously allergic to those things. Now, where does wheat come in at? He told me I needed to see a GI doctor to determine if I have a wheat intolerance or a dairy intolerance or something like that because that's not what he do. He just do the skin test. So today, well, a little while ago, I was sitting here and something was like, if you're allergic to grass, and he said you're allergic to weeds, Google, the allergic react. If you're allergic to grass, what food should you avoid? I did that. Come to find out, me being allergic to the grass and to weeds, wheat is why I'm not digesting it well. After doing all my research, and it makes sense. Wheat is grown like in the fields, like it's out there, like, and there's like wheat is what it is, like if we as gardeners we grow like squash and stuff like that, you can wash squash and stuff off and this, but you take wheat, it's grown. So when he gave me the wheat test, it's not wheat itself, it's the cross contamination between the grass and the weeds because I'm allergic to both. So he was like, it's not just the spring and summer, which is the grass. He's like, you allergic to the fall and winter. And I'm like, that's the weeds. I'm like what? Like, I came here for you to do food allergy tests, not all this other stuff. But after doing research, like I said, linking it together, they said if you're allergic to grass, you should not consume wheat, rye, barley. That's the gluten. It's grown in the field with the grass and the weeds. So it's not them itself, it's the cross contamination. So that's when I'm like, okay, gardening is really, really important to me now because I have to still watch what I eat because of that factor. Because, I can't have that cross contamination. So with me growing like my own food and stuff, I'm not growing, for one, I'm not growing in the grass, I'm growing in containers. Now, yeah, you have like the pollen and stuff, but I can wash my stuff and know where it's at, like what's been on it, and this, that, and the other. So that's why I'm like, wow, like I really have to um grow a lot because I cannot depend on produce now in the grocery store. And I know, like, so it's not really the actual fruit, it's how it's grown and what's been on it for me. Because, I mean, I'm telling you, once he said you're allergic to dogs, and I'm like, not cats, dogs. And he's like, first he was like, do you have a dog? I said, yeah. He said, you're allergic to it. And I'm just like, he was one of them doctors that was just like, you like, okay, you could have broke that to me in a little better way or whatever. But I'm glad that he did the environmental tests too. And so the research that I had found, it was a lady that went and she had allergy tests, the skin allergy test done, and her wheat test came back negative. So she took all the information back to her primary doctor and stuff like that. And what they did was they did another test on her. They stuck her with just straight wheat. Then they stuck her with one that was wheat that had been, I guess, some kind of crossed up with grass, with the proteins of grass. And she got a reaction. So I'm like, you know, wow. So I'm on the right track, not messing with the gluten. And now it makes sense. Brown rice was making me sick. It wasn't digesting, it was just like inflaming me. I feel inflamed. Um, so if you think of it, brown rice still has the husk on it. So yeah, it's out there in the field too with everything else. Like so I can eat white rice don't bother me, but brown rice do. So yeah, y'all. So those was the results. The girl is allergic to all grass, all weeds, house dust mites, it said, and my dog. So as for my dog, he was like, "Do you get rid of the dog?" He was like, "No, just she has to get a your normal time that you would give the dog a bath. She has to get it more often. I cannot, if I take a nap or something, she can't be in the same room with me while I'm sleeping because he don't want me to have some type of reaction or whatever he was saying, like while I'm asleep to her. So she don't get on my bed, or she's not allowed on any furniture or anything like that. But he said even if but she does come in the room and lay down on the floor like by the bed or whatever, and he just don't want her in the room while I'm sleeping. Yeah, that's what he said. So, another reason why gardening is so important to me. After doing my research, y'all know I've been saying I cannot have dairy. All right? And it's just like right there, like, wow. So, dairy. What do cows eat? Cows eat a lot of grass. I'm allergic to grass. So, what's probably in their milk and everything else? Grass. All right, so before I got off the beef and pork and stuff, I had started buying grass-fed beef, grass-fed chicken. And I'm like, why in the world is this stuff bothering me? Like, why is just, I cooked it at home and everything. They're eating what I'm allergic to. So, hey Janet, they're eating what I'm allergic to. So, that's another reason why gardening is has become even more important to me no matter what now, because I literally have to pay attention to everything, because it's one thing for it to react on my skin. Imagine what it's doing and inside. And I told you the dairy just does not work for me at all. Like, hold on, y'all, because I'm starting to look crazy on this thing. Wait, the dairy don't work for me like at all. And after doing the research, the stuff that eat grass is half of the problem. So yeah, so I need to like make sure that I'm growing. And I think it said one of the things said cucumbers. Cucumbers, bananas. Now I have been noticed I don't mess with bananas. Bananas, whenever I eat bananas, they never seem like they wanted to digest. And one of the things that it said, that if you are allergic to grass, don't eat bananas, cucumbers, and there was a couple more things. It was like, don't take them completely out your diet, but don't eat them like every day, because um oh, you have like, with me, the dairy just started like, it's like upset. I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy because I got off dairy, but I bought this yogurt by So Delicious. It was made with coconut milk. And don't you know, I don't know what it is. It's dairy free, but it don't like me. It don't like me. And the only thing I can think about is maybe the sugar in it is similar to like the lactose that's in dairy. I don't know. But it's like I cannot mess with even the dairy free um like yogurt, but any like dairy products, it just started like just tearing my insides apart. It seems like. And so it's hard when you go to the doctor and stuff. They can't, because it's a reaction. It's like, it's kind of hard to like, but dairy was one of the things I had them to test me for. Everything came back. I had no skin reaction to it. But like I say, after looking it up, cows eat grass. So if I had the skin reaction, and look, let me tell y'all, before he walked over to the table, because I was like on my stomach, so I could not see my back, what was going on my back. Before he even walked off, he saw the bump, and he's like, "Go get the He told the guy to get the cream, like get the cream. Like, it seemed like the bumps was just getting bigger, bigger, bigger. Like, it didn't want to stop. Like, at some point you gotta stop. It looked like just a big, huge bump, like, and it was just spreading, spreading, spreading. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, because when he said environmental allergy, I didn't think he was gonna check me for all type of like, I mean grass and stuff like that, but um, that just, it makes sense now. It really makes sense. So it's not the actual food; it's what it's cross contaminated with. Um, and I'm cool with that. Now that I know, now that I know that, yeah, you got to leave the wheat and stuff alone. I know how to get around it. And this, but the good thing about it, I am still losing weight. Like, August, I was 145. um I, as of December 2nd, I was 132. And it kind of scared me for a minute, but I'm in this dairy and gluten free group on Facebook. Let's see, I stopped using dairy for 2 weeks and added creamer to my coffee, and I didn't have a reaction, but noticed my allergies flared back up. Really, Janet? And that, you know what? And that's when I did the research. It said that like the dairy and stuff. If you're like, if I specifically looked up, foods to avoid if you're allergic to grass, and it said dairy products, and it said it caused inflammation, mucus buildup, and all that inside the body. So when you said that, yes, it's crazy how, and like that's why they say some of the tests is not accurate. Um, so you have to kind of listen to your body and know. Yeah, I'm telling you, Google it. I just Google grass. How did I put it? Allergic to grass. What foods to avoid? And then I turned around and did environmental allergies. What foods to avoid? And they both pulled up dairy. Dairy was one of the things, and that's why I was like, wow. Wait, cows eat grass. So it's gonna be, the protein and things like that. You are what you eat. You know how they say you are what you eat. So if the cow's eating grass, I'm pretty sure it's in his milk. So it all makes sense. And I constantly keep itchy throat, mucus, and all that. But you just think like, oh, it's the tree pollen. Guess what? I didn't test positive for tree pollen allergies. That was a negative. It's the weeds in the grass, and grass is everywhere. So all the mucus and the postnasal drip and all that stuff, that's funny. The things that are common sense we don't even think about. Nope. And so I will say, so I was, let me tell you, let me ask you, when you stopped dairy, did you notice you lost weight? Like, not even trying to lose weight, like it just started coming off? Cause that's what happened to me, and I'm in this gluten and dairy free group. You said yes, your face. Yeah, and I'm like, it scared me at first, but I had to tell myself, okay, August, when you first got sick, you went to the hospital twice. They when I tell you they draw so much blood from me, they X-ray me and everything. They're like, your blood is like literally excellent. Like we can't find nothing wrong with you. Like they looking at me crazy. They did EKG. They did an X-ray of my heart. They did my esophagus. They like, we can't find nothing wrong with you. Well, ding dong. That's what made me was like allergy, like so that's why I went and had schedule appointment with an allergist. But now everything just makes sense. It's all geared around my allergies. And like I said, when I googled the grass, being allergic to grass, and I told him, I was like, oh, so I got allergies to grass, and he was like, no, 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 no. He was like, it's a difference between allergies and allergic. And I'm like, what? So he started breaking down. You can have allergies, a runny nose, this. But he said when it starts to like affect your body in different ways, and it's negative either way. But when you're actually like reacting to it and having, he was like, that's when you get the problem. So wanted me to come twice a week for 6 to 8 months to take shots. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that honestly, because he scared me when he said it's a risk. So he says 45 minutes after I get the shot each time that I have to stay there to make sure I don't have an allergic reaction. I'm like, well, you poked me with it and the bump came and this, but he said it's differently with the shots because he's going to take everything I'm allergic to, put it into a vaccine and shoot me with it. So he's not sure, like, I guess it's different when they just doing the scan, but when he's giving me the shot, that's going like into you rather than just on the skin. So actually, duh, that do make sense. So now that I think about it, if he's just that scared about giving me a shot of what I'm allergic to, imagine what's happening when I consume something that has been around. I mean, something simple as grass. I think chickens and stuff eat grass too. And I was going around trying to buy the what is it? Like the chickens that be like, and the beef, the grass fed beef and stuff like that. That's when I was eating beef. But I think they got some with the chicken for the chickens and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just like, wow, I'm gonna have to grow very seriously. Yeah, Janet, it's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't expect him to say that. Even when he said you're allergic to grass, I'm like, whatever. It's my allergies. Like I kind of brushed it off, and he saw that I brushed it off. And then he went into details like, but then he kept saying, well, for the intolerance, you might want to see a GI doctor. I don't need to see a GI doctor now. I don't need it because after doing my research, I know what it is. But I guess he just wasn't paying attention to it or whatever of what he was saying. But dude, if you're telling me I'm allergic to grass, then and I didn't talk about it then until I Googled it. I mean, that's why the wheat and stuff did not come up because it haven't been crossed up with the grass when you give it to me. But if I go and eat something that has wheat in it and don't know how it was grown, then I possibly have a problem. So it talked about the mucus buildup, the upset stomach, inflammation in the body, and everything. And cucumbers, y'all. I'm growing a lot of cucumbers. If this guy's well, I already have it planned out. I'm growing a lot of cucumbers, all type of cucumbers, and I'm hoping they don't bother me because of the fact that I'm not growing them in the ground. I'm trellising them up so they won't touch any grass or anything like that. I'm hoping they don't bother me because that was one of the things that it said to avoid. So, but I'm growing a lot of them and I can't have like vinegar and so I just cook the cucumbers. If y'all ain't had sauteed cucumbers, they so good. They so good. So good. So, so now I know I'm just gonna have to grow. Grow a lot of stuff because man, I think about it, I can't even Janet, I didn't neither. I'm trying to figure out how did I see it. I saw it on something. It might have been the Food Network. I saw them saute cucumbers and I tried it last year and I've been sauteing them ever since. Ever since. So, um, yeah, I'll be doing a lot of those. Um, but yeah, so I grew cucumbers this year. You hated the taste. What it tastes like? What they taste like? Girl, I love them. I love them. But yeah, y'all. So I gotta find something though because I don't want to lose like too much. But I will say, like I was saying, August I was 145 pounds. I may have picked the wrong type. What types did you grow? So August I was 145. December 2nd I was 132. As of today, I'm 128.5. So from August from 145 to 128.5, yes, I'm losing it slow and I'm losing it right. But I feel like it's coming from my midsection, which is good. But that where I've always been like big at since I had my last child. And it seemed like I just blew up. But if you could tell, I have like lost like in my face and stuff. And it scared me for a minute. And my husband was like, you not eating, like I don't drink beer anymore because of the wheat. Um, I don't drink a lot of sodas. I don't eat like pastries and stuff because all that stuff got wheat and barley and stuff in it. And I love it, but I had to let it go. Like I had to let it go cold turkey. Like all my Swiss rolls, my strawberry cream pies, and I went gluten free. So now it makes sense. I don't have that inflammation in my body. I don't have all that mucus and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna happen. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna get on the scale no more. I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing because now I know. Like I don't even know if you can tell. My eyes had was getting red. Like I keep talking crazy because my throat is itching right now. Like I'm going through it. Like I noticed my allergies, like they gave me a Claritin there and they put the thing, but since yesterday, and like I still have some of the bumps, y'all. I still have some of the bumps. Um, since yesterday, my allergies just really been crazy. And that was just from the pokes. Like I instantly started like noticing things. And then I did not know. I did find out that Sunday, if y'all saw the video, I went out and cleaned the whole garden. Sunday night, I was so fatigued. I was like, I did not know. So when I got everything done and he told me about the grass, I was like, so that's why I was fatigued. Because when I looked it up, that's one of the things. So when I go in the garden, I'm probably going to have to wear a mask. I think I'm going to wear a mask when I go out there and gonna be out there for a little bit. But he did tell me, wear long clothes if possible because grass is everywhere. Weeds, they hang off things and different stuff like that. So I make sure I have gloves and stuff on. Um, yeah, it's crazy, y'all. So he told me to take Flonase every day, and I told him I do Flonase as needed, like. And he's like, no, 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 you need this every day. And I'm like, well, it say don't take it more than 2 weeks. And he was like, every day. He said you could take your Claritin if you want, as needed. He was like, but your Flonase, you need it every single day. And I'm like, that's a steroid. I'm not taking that every single day. Like, I'm not spraying it every single day. Like, I'm gonna figure something out because I don't think that's something you take every single day, like long term. I don't know. I have to Google that and figure that one out. So yeah, y'all. So I am gonna be right now because now I'm gonna be growing even more stuff than I had already planned because I know now that going to the store getting produce. And guess what, y'all? I messed up this morning and wonder why my allergies been crazy because now I have to adjust to everything that could be cross contaminated with grass. I ate strawberries this morning. I don't know where they was grown or none of that. And couldn't figure out why I started sneezing like I had lost my mind. Like, and it didn't even hit me. Actually, it didn't even hit me till now. Like, yeah, you had strawberries this morning. Uh-huh. Did you figure out what patch, what field they grew in? Like, what was around it? And hey, if I got two people on here. If somebody watched the replay and you know the answer to this, come in and let me know. Um, I've been looking like at Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff, and like I've been showing y'all the seeds and stuff, but I haven't saw strawberry seeds. Like, do anybody know where I can get strawberry seeds from so I can start strawberries from seeds? I know they're gonna have the strawberry plant soon out, but I want the seeds, and I haven't been able to find any strawberry seeds. So or is it seeds or bulbs? I don't even know how. I've never started them like from seeds and none. So if somebody watched the replay and comment and let me know. Or if um I got two people watching. If you know, please let me know because I want to try strawberries again this year. But yeah, y'all. So I won't be doing wheat, rye, and barley and all that stuff due to the grass and the weed allergy. Um, It's gonna be very limited because I don't want. They have some burpee seeds on Amazon. Thank you, Janet. I think I said market cucumbers. Market cucumbers. Market cucumbers. Why do I feel like I saw market cucumbers and I might have picked up cucumbers because I went back to Lowe's when I did the video where I took y'all to Lowe's. I picked up more cucumbers when I was off camera. I know I did the spineless. Oh, sorry, y'all. Janet, the spineless cucumbers. Is it spineless? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get it right now. I'm thinking about okra. What was no, the straight eight cucumbers. That's what I grew last year, and they was really really good. They're the straight eight. This year, let's see. But I got some from Home Depot, and the seeds were red and hesitant. Okay. Cucumber seeds was red? Or are you talking about the strawberry seeds? Which one? Red cucumber. Don't tell me with the cucumber seeds. Okay, strawberry seed. Why you hesitant? You got them from Home Depot. And see, I wanted to go to Home Depot today, but it's all wet and cold and rainy here, so probably go tomorrow. Um, probably go tomorrow. But why you hesitant to start them? But the straight eight cucumbers, straight eight is the cucumbers I grew last last year, and they was really good, really good, y'all. I'm so excited, y'all, about the grow season. I'm telling you, I am so excited about it. Like, if you go back and watch the video, everything is gonna be like trellised up like on the tomato cage thingies. That way they grow. I want to grow vertically, everything vertically. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about because I got quite a few that's got the red coating on them. They're not the strawberries. They different ones. I think I got some carrots like that. And I picked up some seeds from Lowe's the other day, and they had a blue coating on it. And I didn't think nothing of it, but now that you said it, it's like, go ahead and plant them. Go and throw some in a pot or in the ground or something. Let me know what they let me know. Tomorrow, this guys will. That's the day I have planned for. I have to straighten up an area in the garage because I am gonna be on. I'm gonna do a video for y'all as I'm starting my seeds. And I had said if this guys will, I have to do that tomorrow. So I will be expecting videos because I will be putting those up tomorrow as I do them. And yeah, I'm trying a whole new method and everything for the seeds, but we're gonna see about those them coated ones. I know I got some carrots seeds, and they're red, and I cannot remember the ones I just picked up the other day. They're coated blue. Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Like, and they round. They look like little balls. That's another thing too. Now that I think about it, they little round balls. Like, yeah, I don't know, y'all. But I am gonna be growing a lot just so I can have enough vegetables, enough produce and stuff like that. And then eventually, I'm gonna get the kids tested for the same ones that I got that I'm positive to, because if they have those allergies, I want to catch it quick for them, because people just don't understand it. Like, because I'm one of them, I didn't understand it until tonight googling that. Like, man, like, and you know how they say you are what you eat, so that's why beef and stuff, even pork, I got off pork and beef years ago, but the stuff just won't digest. And like with me being where I'm from, I ate a lot of pig feet, pig ears, pigtails, hog head sauce, everything. Ate the whole pig. And it just got to the point as I got older, it just wasn't digesting with me. So about 8 years ago, I let the pig go and the beef. But it wasn't digesting. Now everything makes sense because pigs, they eat slop, they eat grass, they eat whatever they can get. So, wow, y'all, out of all the things I could be allergic to, grass, now that I think about it, a lot of animals eat grass. Yeah. So instead of buying the grass fed chicken, I might want to settle for the hormone ones. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But um it do prompt me to, I was just thinking like, man, I really have to grow a lot now. And we always talking about as gardeners, one of the benefits of, we know what's on our food. We know what we fertilize with and all that. But now I really understand, like really, really understand that, because I gotta watch, what it touch, and this and everything. And I'm so glad that I'm doing container gardening, because that takes my food up off the, like, it's on the ground, but like, I have the tarps out, and I have the buckets and stuff on the tarps. It at least take my food from not laying in the grass, and growing like that. Whereas you got all these farmers and stuff that produce stuff and take it to the stores. They stuff been laying out there in fields. And Mississippi Delta, what? Hey, whoever you are, you just don't know how I feel by saying the word Mississippi. All right, fellow Mississippian, yes. So, um, wow, you just threw me off with that one. You threw me off with that one. Um, but yeah. So I know now, the important, like, as I'm talking to you, my ears itch, my throat itch, everything is just like inflamed. So now I think about what my insides go through when that stuff, you know. So what is it? Potatoes, y'all. Potatoes. I love potatoes. Meat and potatoes is like my thing. But if you think about it, and especially us gardeners, we know. Like, we know people that don't garden, they may not know, like, how, but potatoes is grown under the soil. So if you're doing it, and what most farmers, these farmers and stuff that's producing and selling to the stores and stuff, they ain't growing in containers. They're not growing in containers. They're growing in the ground. Because they have a lot that's growing, and I can't grow in the ground. Oh my goodness. So now I'm gonna have to. I'm not worried about the soil too much, but I know I will be. The soil I buy now will be organic soil. Um, just to be safe. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm like, my throat is like really itching. But everything will be. I'm just thinking about, like, everything that I need to grow and that I want to grow. I want to grow some exotic stuff. Like, I've been, like, looking for, like, stuff that's different. Like, I have some of these seeds, these long purple radishes. Um, I want to grow those. I think I have some growing out there. I have to see. But I want to grow some different stuff, like some weird looking stuff, I just want that variety of stuff um to grow. So I have, like, my basic seeds, like, your carrots, your broccoli, different things like that. But now I'm on the proud look. You know what, I'm going on burpee when I get off burpee, and what is it, Fairy Morris, and see if I can find um some weird stuff that I can try to go. Not too weird, because I'm gonna be like you, Janet. I ain't gonna, I'm gonna be skeptical about the seeds. Like, oh, and another thing that I want to grow, I have the seeds of, and by the time I had got the seeds last year, it was too late to try to grow them. But kuka melons, or they are also called sour jerkins. Um, So I wanna do those. I just saw so many people with kuka melons, and it's like so many little melons and stuff like that. And I want to see. And that was another thing that it said, that you shouldn't have melons if you're allergic to grass. And I'm thinking it's because melons normally grow out in the fields on the grass. But what I'm gonna do is, I have mines on the when they, like, start binding off, they'll be on the tarp. But what I am going to do for the fruit land part, I'm going to get something now and put it on top of the tart, maybe like that the little net that you can get. I think I have some that's for like gardening and stuff, just to give it an extra lift. Or what I may do is get me some of those pallets. I know when I was working at Walmart, they used to give them away if you needed them. I may have to contact them and see if I can get some of the pallets, and I can take the pallets and put over there so I can put the vines on them and let the melons grow that way, because I cannot have them in the grass. Like, yeah. So, yeah, that'll be something I can do. Because I'm thinking that's why they say melons. Because everything that it was saying not to have is something. Either the animal eats grass, or it's produced like in a field or something where there's grass, or you like with the grass or whatever. So yeah. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I gotta start the seeds. They didn't start putting plants out in some of the things. They didn't start putting plants out, but it's more like the herbs and stuff like that. Um yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get off because I gotta go do something about my throat. I don't know if it's I know summer just came in here. I don't know what it is, but something is setting me off. And I don't want to keep doing that on here. So y'all be safe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Hopefully I'll be able to do more lives, but I just don't know when it's a good time. I'll probably just come on and do them anyway, and then that way everybody can just watch the replay. So I want y'all to be safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Till next time, bye.